Yes, hi everyone. Welcome to our today's session. Today we're going to talk about lesson number 4. We're going to talk about Python list. Remember, we did already Python list, but we are going to continue again today, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen and we are going to carry on. So what you need to do, uh, so in order to type and run your code, you need just to go to the internet. We are using an online platform. You just type Google Colab, right? And from here, you can just scroll down. When you scroll down, you can just come where it says collab.research.google.com. You can just like enter there and it's gonna open and you can just create a new notebook. You just click under new notebook, right? But if you cannot see new notebook, don't worry, you can just go to file and from file you can choose new notebook, right? So from here, what we're gonna do now, remember guys, we are talking about a list. So I'm going to create like here a list, right? So my list can be, it's okay, let's call my list, it can be like product, like lower cases. So it's gonna be like product. This is my list. And I'm gonna keep my product there. It's gonna be pen. Remember, every item inside your list will be separated by comma. So I can have also pencil. Those are the products that I have. And comma again, I can take a ruler, right? And I can take maybe number 23, comma, number 40, right? So this is just a list. And remember, when it comes to a list, we can mix data type, right? We can mix numbers and letters, we can mix, right? So what I can do here, I can just say print a product, right? And I'm gonna click there, right? So we are trying to print and see the output. So you can see the result here. So basically this is a table, like product, a table, and inside your table, you do have those rows. Row number 1, it's pen, row number 2, pencil, row number 3, ruler, row number 4, 23, and row number 5, 40, right? So from here, I can print a specific value, right? So I can just say print a product from product like table. Maybe I can just print this one, right? So this one is the index. So I want to print only the element or the item inside my product, but at position 1. Remember, when it comes to a list, we are counting from 0. So pen is 0, pencil it's number 1. So I want only to print the element or the item at a position number 1. So there I'm going to print. And you can see the first one is the first print. It's printing like everything. And the second print will only print pencil, right? So I can do again this one. First I can delete this one on top here. And I can repeat here. I can say maybe print the element or the item at index 0. Remember, the counting starts from 0, so it's going to print pen, right? So we're just printing a specific item, right? But what we can do also, we can print the last element, right? Like in order for me to print the last element or the last item for this particular list, I can just say the -1. This is the negative index, right? So the last item is -1, right? So if I can wipe what is there on top, because we're talking about negative like index, when I'm going to say print, you see, So it's gonna print the last item, right? So guys, when you're gonna print a specific item, you need to look at the index. So the counting starts from 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0 is the position of the first item, right? But when it comes to negative index means we are counting from the last. So when I'm saying -1, print -1, it's I'm printing the last item, right? Okay, let's say I want to print the last record. I'm going to just say print -1. -1 is the last record, right? The last record for our product table, right? So if I want to print the one before the last, so it's going to be -2. So when it comes to negative index, we are starting from what? From negative, right? So I'm going to show you here. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. I can try to open something here, and I'm going to use my pen just to make sure that you guys, you understand. Okay, let's say this is your list, right? There's pen there, there's comma, there's pencil, there's comma, there's 40, there's 30, right? This is your list, right? So when it comes to positive, like index. So positive index, we are counting from 0, 1, 2, and 3. You understand? So when I'm saying like print like X number 1 means I'm trying to print this one, right? But when it comes to negative index, negative like index, so it means this one is -1, -2, -3, -4. So when it comes to negative index, we are starting from -1, -2, -3. But positive, we are starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on, right? So let's go back here. So it means this. So when I'm asking to print this, it's going to bring 40, but I can also ask to print this one, right? Maybe -2. -2 is the second element. So the element before the last. And when we can print, you're going to see it's going to show us that it's 23, right? Yeah. So guys, now we're going to see how to add, right? How to add an element to your list. When it comes to adding an element to your list, you can use 3 ways, right? Let me go here and say this. Like adding items, you can go to what we call append method. You can go to insert method, or you can use what we call like extend. Understand? So when I want to add something, I can use append, I can use insert, or I can use extend, right? So when it comes to add, so when I want to add something on my table or inside my table, or maybe I want to add new rows, I can use the append method, insert method, or I can use the extend, right? Let's do it like together. So I'm going to wipe just this one. So let's say I want to add something here using the append. So I can just say like product dot append. The append is there, and I'm going to open my brackets. So I can say eraser, right? Oh, I put it so. Okay. So I want to add this eraser, right? But when I'm using the append method, this eraser, this new item will be added to the last. So it's going to be the last item to be added, right? So when you go to my product table, the last row is going to be eraser, right? Now I'm going to press like enter, nothing happened because I forgot the print. I can say print now, product, right? And when you're gonna see the eraser will be added, but it's gonna be at the last. So when you are using the append method, so it means you are adding a new item, but at the last, it's gonna be the last row to be added, right? Now, sometimes you don't want to add only at the last or at the end of your table, right? Most of the time, you will want to add maybe something in the middle, right? So what to do? So you need to locate first the position. Where do you want to add your new item? What is the row, the name of the row or the index? What is the index number and what do you want to put like on that particular index? Very, very important. So we're going to use the inserts. When it comes to the inserts method, we need to know the index number and we need to know the actual item. So like here, I can just do this. I'm going to use again like product. So this time I'm going to say like index, right? And from the index now, I'm going to start by what? By the position, which position I want. So if it's position 1, so I want to add it here. So it's going to be the second value like after pen. After pen, so it's going to be here. So I want to put it here. So I'm going to say the index, my index is 1, comma, and the new value that's going to be there, maybe it's going to be book, right? So this is the insert I use. It's insert, sorry, right? It's the insert. So the insert will allow me to go to this particular position and add a book. Right now, we're going to run it. So by running it, you're going to see that book will come here to the second position, the index number 1, right? This is how to do it. But I can also like maybe adding like another one. See here, like eraser. It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can put something else. Like instead of this eraser, I can put book number 2, right? And when you run it, you're gonna see that book number 2 will take the position of eraser, and the eraser will move to the next row, right? So basically, this is how to add a specific item to a specific index, right? You can also use the negative one, right? But we're gonna see all those things later on. Now, the last one we're gonna talk about, this is the extend, right? Okay, let's say here I got like product and I got like price here. I'm gonna just copy the whole things here so that it's gonna be fast for me. So the price there I can say $3. There I can say $4, $5, and I can just wipe here. So this is 2 tables. The first table is about product. The second table is about price, right? Now I want to combine those 2 tables, right? So basically it's this. Let's go here. There's a table here called like product. There is like pencil, there's pen, there's 30, there's 40, and so on. And here you have like another table called price. So this is a table. It's a table like product. So here it's $2, like $3, maybe $5. Now we want to extend. Extend means we want to combine those two tables, right? We want just to join them. So when you wanna combine those two tables, so that it's gonna be one, we can use the extend method, right? So here I'm gonna say product list. There now I'm gonna say what? The extend, but extend with what? With price, right? So I want to combine those two, right? Now I can try to print now and see now what it's gonna be, right? And here you can see that those two tables or those two lists have been merged or joined, right? So this is how just to make some of the changes. So guys, this is what you need to do when it comes to adding new item. Remember, by using append, you're only adding to the last row, right? But when it comes to insert method, you can add a new item to a specific index or positions, right? And the last one, how to combine tables or how to join tables, you can use the extend method, right? So thank you very much for joining us today. We're gonna meet next time, right?